Pastor Noel Schoonmaker here at Second Baptist Church of Richmond with 5 minutes on the book of James. Let's begin with the question of authorship. James 1:1 identifies the author as James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ. James was a popular name in the first century. Indeed, Acts 1:13 mentions 3 different Jameses. So which James was our writer? James, son of Zebedee, was a prominent apostle, but according to Acts 12, he was put to death by Herod Agrippa I around 44 CE, and the letter was probably not written before that date. This leaves James, the brother of Christ, another prominent apostle, mentioned in passages such as Matthew 13:55 and Mark 6:3. This James, Jesus' brother, did not become a follower of Jesus until after he arose from the dead. He fits the time frame of the letter and the circumstances of it because the recipients appear to have been Jewish Christians. And as a leading apostle in Jerusalem, James, the brother of Christ, would have ministered primarily to Jewish Christians. Therefore, it is probable that James, the brother of Christ, is the author. Let us now turn our attention to the recipients of this letter. According to James 1:1, the recipients were the 12 tribes in the dispersion. This designation could reference lots of different communities, so James is often categorized as a general epistle. But the recipients appear to have been a group of Jewish Christians who were poor and oppressed. As for literary style, 3 characteristics stand out in James. First, it is intensely metaphorical. James uses metaphors including a face in a mirror, a withered flower, a bit in a horse's mouth, a rudder guiding a ship, a forest fire, a moth-eaten clothes, a mist that vanishes quickly, and more. Second, it features quick shifts from one topic to another. The book changes the subject rapidly and regularly like the book of Proverbs. Third, it uses an ancient rhetorical device called a diatribe, a debate with an imaginary conversation partner. For example, James 2:18 says, "But someone will say, 'You have faith and I have works. Show me your faith apart from works, and I by my works will show you my faith.'" The tone of the book is ardent. It is in-your-face communication. For example, James 2:19 says, "You believe that God is one? You do well. Even the demons believe and shudder." The focus of the book is moral exhortation. In the 108 verses of James are 59 imperatives. This constitutes a higher percentage and frequency than any other New Testament book. Many of the moral teachings echo the teachings of Jesus. In fact, James cites more of Jesus' teachings than any other epistle in the New Testament. It appears that the author was determined to reinforce his brother's instruction. There are several important themes in James, but we only have time to highlight 4. The first theme is enduring troubles and testing. Whenever you face trials of any kind, says James, consider it nothing but joy, because you know that the testing of your faith produces endurance. The second theme is the ethical importance of words. From the same mouth come blessing and cursing, says James. This ought not to be so. The third theme is elevating the poor and humbling the rich. Let the believer who is lowly boast in being raised up, and the rich in being brought low, says James. He adds, has not God chosen the poor in the world to be rich in faith and to be heirs of the kingdom that he has promised to those who love him? The fourth theme is the necessity of putting faith into action. What good is it, James asks, if you say you have faith but do not have works? Faith by itself, if it has no works, is dead. James urges us to express our faith with action. He calls us to be doers of the word and not merely hearers. May it be so.